name is Trent Harrison. I own Hourglass Studios. I'm the sole engineer here. I have a degree from Guilford Tech in High Point in recording engineering, and I'm currently seeking my bachelor's in business at UNCW. This is our second go around. We did a little EP. Like they were one of the first bands that I worked with. We did a little EP back then when I first got the studio set up. And then now we've been working on this album since around October. They definitely bring a lot of individual aspects to the band. I would say, Evan and Sam kind of tackle the vocals, like they're like the driving force behind the vocals.
My name is Sam Kelsey, and I play guitar, and I play lead guitar, and I sing. I'm a singer.
Well, Sam has definitely the best voice in the band. He just has a really great tone, I think. He's also got really a lot of talent on the guitar, too.
Evan Bost. I'm the keyboard player and vocalist for Nautilus. Write a lot of material for him.
Kind of like our musical experimenter. He's like very into jazz, so he brings a cool element that we can all feed off of, and he helps us arrange songs in a little more of an experimental way than we normally would.
Evan's like really theory-oriented, and he loves his jazz and stuff.
Kind of like everyone brings, somebody will write maybe a central theme, like maybe not necessarily a song, but sometimes like Evan will write, like, kind of like a ballad, or I'll have a little song.
But really just like kind of comes out of nowhere, just like sitting there one day and you kind of like, oh wow, I've had this idea and I can combine it with this one that I've had, and now I have a whole new idea, and it just kind of builds on itself like that.
And then everybody will add their own things to the mix. So it's like nobody writes the entire thing. They'll just say, hey, maybe you should do this sometimes, and sometimes they just don't say anything, and everyone just brings what they want to the table.
We met in Germany, actually. I met Brian and Johnny in Germany. We all studied abroad over there for international business.
My name is Brian, and I play guitar in Nautilus.
My name is Johnny Reinick, and I play the drums for Nautilus.
Brian and Johnny are like our rocks, like
Johnny's John Bonham behind the drum set, just laying down fat beats.
Linearly oriented drummer, like he plays a lot of grooves across his whole kit.
I always wanted to play the drums, and my grandfather was a musician too. So he naturally just kind of sparked my my love for music.
Well, in my household, it was required that each child played an instrument and played a sport. And so I started with piano. My mom was a piano teacher, and I played hockey. So that's how I got started with music.
Brian just loves playing music and loves the guitar and loves Led Zeppelin and Jimmy Page, and just loves being on stage, loves being in the jam room, loves being behind his instrument, and has a lot of passion. And that's something that Brian brings a lot of.
Brian just started playing guitar, I think, about like 3 years ago, but he's probably developed faster than all of us.
My sophomore year of college, I met Johnny. Me and him started jamming together, and then Sam came on board. And then we started a band called Good Greens. And then we broke up. Me, Johnny, and Sam stayed together, and we just kept on jamming. And then Evan, our keyboardist, he went to Cary, or he lived in Cary, and I never knew him, but he moved down here, and I met him, and I was like, you want to play music with us? And he did, and we had a keyboard player, but we just needed a bass player. Johnny knew Connor. Connor came down, and just, we were family, just like that.
Hi, I'm Connor White, and I play bass in Nautilus.
Connor lays down the fatty womps. He's a bass player. He's fatty womps all day.
Just got the raw bass lines, and he's like kind of the glue that hold all of our crazy jams together.
Playing live, though, there's nothing like playing live. I mean, the energy you get from the crowd and just the feeling of watching people dance to your music is a great thing to me. I don't know, it's priceless.
Well, Nautilus as a band is like so much more than the individual members. Like whenever they're together, and especially whenever they're playing live, it's like they just push this energy out onto the crowd.
Oh, hey, how's it going? We're here watching Nautilus at the Palm Room. It's popping. Things are gonna get wild.
I mean, I wanted it to be kind of live, like they play live, because that's what they, like you said, that's what they do. And so, I mean, I tried to set the mood in the studio as it was like a stage presence, and they want as many people as possible to just get down with their music and like hang out. They want to be friends with everybody, I guess, which is really cool.
It's taken much longer, but we're definitely putting a lot more production value in our songs. Multiple layers, you know, taking our time, actually making it real legit. We're trying to have this album real legit, trying to put a name out there for ourselves.
I love it. They are awesome. I mean, it's bands like Nautilus that actually make me want to be, you know, an engineer. They are the type of band, they're the type of guys that they're the reason that I do what I do.
I really like studio work because it kind of forces you to focus on what you're actually doing and refining your processes, coming up with better ideas, maybe something right on the fly that you've never even done live before, but you're like, wow, now I can do that in the live setting.
There's a lot of like crazy effects that are kind of going on in the album, like to bring life to like the individual song.
I just think our music it's like exponential. Like when we started, I didn't really see it going as far as it is right now. And right now I don't really know where it'll go, but I have good hopes for it, and I have good hopes for all of us, so.
Sometimes they're not expecting to hear what we bring, you know? They're like pleasantly surprised.
I would love to play in front of like some bigger crowds, you know. I'd love to get in some festivals, maybe just some smaller grassroots festivals around North Carolina, Virginia, and you know, see where it goes from there. But play in front of some strange crowds, you know, people that don't know who we are. That would be great.
We'd love to take it on the road. I'm not saying we want to, you know, sell out arenas or any of that shit, but we want to, you know, we just got our van, get a little trailer, and just start taking it on the road, just meeting new people and just exploring what we can do with it and where it can take us and where we can take it.
Yeah, I hope so. I really do. I mean, I think that they deserve it. Like, they're a hard-working band. I mean, they play all the time live, and they seem really dedicated. And I want the album to do as well as it possibly can. I think that it definitely has potential.
I hope Nautilus makes it one day, honestly. I mean, we're just playing around town right now in bars, which is where you got to start out. You got to start from the bottom, work your way up. And I hope that one day someone will see how much work we put into and see all our hard work, and I just hope we just get to play for the rest of our lives.
I just want to follow the wormhole, see how far it goes, learn as much about it as I can, experiment. I just love the people I meet doing it. I love the feeling I get when I'm playing. Like, it's also like, kind of like Nirvana. So I'm just trying to improve myself, learn more about the way people work, the way music works, the way everything works. It's like a great medium in order to just like self-exploration and way to explore fucking this world too. It's great.
We're incorporating new styles as we grow. So I really just want to have a lot of fun and grow as a musician a lot, and as a band grow.
Incorporating technology and our classic like background, like going back to the roots, like jazz and our classic. It's good to incorporate the old and the new because you can't really beat the old, but technology is gonna come in anyway, so you gotta flow with it.
Global rock stardom.
Hard work and passion. And, you know, a lot of people play music for, like, women and stuff like that. You know, it's cool to play guitar, but I feel like that we're all playing because it's in our hearts, and that's what we love to do every day, just playing music together.
So it's been great, and I would love to work with them in the future, and had a great time so far, and they're just great guys.